back, everyone, to the Youth Encounter podcast. Whoop, whoop.
Yee.
How are you guys doing? I genuinely didn't ask you guys before we got on, so we could do this
thanks.
here.
Now that we're recording, you actually want to know.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
That's all I got to say. It's been a week now since we ended, and I'm tired. Yeah, it takes a while. I'm getting
takes
old.
a lot out of you.
It does.
Yeah,
It
I feel
does.
like
Wait, it's a week? It's been a week already?
it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was
It literally felt like
a week
2
away.
days ago.
Like it just
I know.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm taking 2 weeks off after this, so I'm good. I'm excited. My anniversary's coming up.
Let's
Woohoo!
go. Yeah, it makes you realize how old you're actually getting
I know.
when you're exhausted after YE.
You know, you guys actually, because I'm the old one here, if you guys didn't know that. You guys, the first time I ever realized I was getting old in youth ministry, we did that Disney Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween.
The all-nighter.
And we're taking the bus back, and these guys, with all of you guys, all the students, are just going off, having fun, going crazy, and I just wanted to go to sleep. And that was the moment I realized I'm old. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not the young youth guy anymore. And I was only 31 at the time, maybe 30. When
Yeah.
was that? 2019?
Yeah, it was.
That was a
Yeah,
while ago.
I was 31.
Wow.
'Cause I turned 32. I'm turning 33.
Have you had any of
Yeah.
those
That's
moments?
Crazy. I think after the last weekend, and I got home, is when I realized I was just done. Like, I slept so long. I was so beat, and I realized I was like, okay, I can't just shake this off anymore. You know,
Yeah.
like a whole week of YE just beat me up. I
What
was
helps
like,
me with
okay.
that, though, is just listening to Taylor Swift.
Just helped you shake it off.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thank
I mean,
you.
Javin had
Yeah.
to do a lot of that last
Yeah,
weekend.
exactly. It was
Oh
a
my
lot
gosh.
of shaking off sickness and food poisoning and losing my voice. and
Javin like frozened it. Can we hold these like this? This feels weird. Hey.
I don't know.
Hopefully the
Does
quality.
this
Just
does this ruin the
stand.
podcast vibe right now?
I don't know. I don't know if
In
it'll
the
ruin
palm
the
of your
sound
hand.
quality. We'll check it after, but I am tired of slouching.
I kind of want to I just want to get ready for a
Are
pop.
we all gonna make that decision?
I just did.
I didn't want to be the first one. You
Okay,
know,
I did it.
And this way they
did it.
can't
Peer
see our
pressure?
lips moving.
it's like when you're in high school and you go to a party. It's like you don't want to be the first dude that takes off their shirt. You know?
What?
It's like you don't want to be. I didn't want to be the first one
First
that.
dude, all the dudes start taking
You know, when you're like go to a pool party and you're in high school and you're just like,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
you know, everyone's just
Yeah.
kind of standing around. You're like, all right, who's gonna be the first one?
Okay.
It's like I don't want to be the first one to take the microphone out.
So who's gonna be the first one to take off their shirt right now?
That's not what I'm saying.
We're not at a
I
pool
feel like
party.
that's what you were alluding to. You know.
No.
It's weird though, because my high school, like, they never had any parties.
You
No
guys
one-
went
no
to
one
the
ever-
same high school.
Yeah, we did. That's
we-
true.
There were never any parties. I never was asked to go to one, so they must have.
I was
not
gonna say
had
you probably
any.
just didn't get invited.
They must have not had any. No,
Ooh.
no. There's no.
Yeah, just right.
There's-
No, I
there's
remember
no-
there was a
Yeah.
rule that year that they
Yeah.
weren't allowed to have any.
That 4 years,
Yeah,
I was- yeah.
that time you were there was they had
Yeah.
a new
A
rule.
strict no party policy.
All right, back to what we were talking about before. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about at all, and you're just confused,
Yeah.
Javin, do you want to give a little bit about?
Yeah,
what we're talking
sure.
about?
So Youth Encounter 2021 was last week. It was incredible. For those of you who were there, it was 3 amazing days. I mean, worship, games, teaching. It was the best we've ever had, for sure. Like, this Youth Encounter there was something special about it. We've talked about this a lot. It's like there was just something in the room. The presence of God was there. The Spirit was moving. There was an energy and an excitement even. I think all of us that didn't have Youth Encounter in 2020, we realized how much we missed it. And so going into this year, we were just ready. And right from the start, like I remember standing with everyone right when the first song started, This Is Living, in that first session on Wednesday night. And you could just feel there was something different. Like, everyone was ready to go. Usually it takes a little bit for everyone to kind of get into the groove of like, okay, we're here, we're doing this. But right from that first song, I mean, standing there looking around at everyone's face, like, people were ready to go. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Did you have fun, Lyle? I mean, Warsh, sorry.
Yeah. Lyle's on vacation right
Oh, he
now.
is? Okay, good.
Yeah, Lyle, my cousin.
Well
he's
deserved.
a very, very awarded.
Yes.
Your twin
interviewer.
cousin.
My
Yeah,
twin
your
cousin.
My twin cousin.
He's a very awarded interviewer. Many celebrities have asked for him over the years.
One of my highlights was that weekend after one of our elderly volunteers came up to me and was like, man, I just loved that lull. That lull was awesome. Like, no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're saying. But one of my favorite moments was a parent coming up to me and said, hey, can I speak to Lyle? Like just asking for Lyle, as if Lyle was just someone that they could talk to. That was the best.
I mean, my girlfriend called him Liam the whole
Liam.
entire evening.
She didn't even know who he was.
How
I don't
dare
get
she?
it.
Come on,
well, has
Tiana.
she met your twin cousin before, though?
No, he's usually not fond of like family gatherings and like he's
Okay.
more of a lone wolf.
I would
kinda
just
guy.
kind of say he's not fond. You could have just ended it there.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that means. I don't even know what the word fond means if you just end it there.
We're gonna look it up.
It's
right now.
like
what does the word
it's
fawn?
it's like acting of a baby deer.
Let's all guess
I
and see how
think.
close we get to the actual definition. You ready?
Fond.
So, if
I
you
think
had to
like
guess,
love, like liking, loving, a good feeling about from the original Greek fondue.
All right, I searched it.
Fondue?
Fondue. Like a good feeling, loving. Okay. Or
Can I get the language of origin, please?
No.
Can I get a definition?
That's what we're about to look up.
Fond. I would have to say like, well, it would be likable. I think.
Likable.
Our podcast
say
is turning into
likable.
dictionary.com.
I'm curious how close we can get to what fond actually means.
All right, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say a tender-hearted feeling towards something.
Tender-hearted.
Tender-hearted.
that sounds a little
Mm.
too. That sounds a little too like.
It's like
good.
a synonym for fond. I
That
feel
sounds a little
like.
too good. I feel like you looked it up.
No,
already,
I
but
honestly didn't. Okay,
let's see.
the official definition for fond, it's an adjective having an affection or liking for.
I'm the only one who used
Okay.
like.
That is
No, I
true.
said likable.
No, you
An
stole my
affection
definition. You
or
said
liking.
likable.
Because you went first.
I
There
said
was nothing else
liking.
I could do.
Yeah, I guess I did swing for the fences. With
I
the
was
whole
so
tender-hearted
accurate,
thing.
though.
All right. Well, now we know.
Guys, one of my favorite parts. Are we just going into favorite parts of
Yes.
YE?
Yeah,
I'm
why
just
not?
jumping
We
into
should.
that
Why
right now. I mean, I have zero musical talent. I think people probably acknowledge that and recognize that. But I'm a performer,
Yeah.
you know, and that's 90% of it anyway.
I'm
is being
it's
able
just
to
confidence.
is being able to perform. Like, I'm a professional karaoke singer. So one student, this kid Victor, in my first priority club,
Shout out to
Victor, if
Victor.
you're watching, hi. Wanted to sing "I Will Survive" with me on stage, and that was just so much fun. The
Yeah.
band came out, we were singing. It was really cool.
Was it the Christian version of "I Will Survive"
No,
featuring Lecrae?
no. Is there a Christian version?
no.
That'd be awesome. I
Who in
think.
Lecrae?
Can
Did
we
you say?
like?
Future?
Featuring.
Oh, I thought you
featuring-
said future in
Oh
Lecrae.
my
I was like,
gosh.
future?
Can I
What?
just be like, and here's a quick clip of it, and then it appears? Can we do that in editing?
If
We
we have the
probably
clip,
We have
could.
it. We have
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay.
I
Here's a
could've-
quick clip.
But that can only go on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, you gotta go on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. If you're listening, you're not going to be able to hear it.
Oh wait. Do we have to pause?
They could hear it. I have it. I have the audio.
Okay.
Here's a quick clip.
There you go.
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. And I got all my life to live.
There you go.
How many times am I gonna do that?
I don't know.
Have we already gone
I
past
feel like
the
we're
clip?
messing up.
I don't know.
I have some
so bad at
some
this.
beef with all of you too who
Who's-
requested that I.
Oh, the vegetarians got beef, huh?
Yeah, it's true. That's
good.
I didn't think about that.
That's a good one.
I have some complaints to all the people who requested that I eat Chick-fil-A sauce. I am convinced
I am too.
that
Actually.
that is what gave me food poisoning. If you didn't know, I wasn't at YE on Friday because I was at home sick, throwing up like crazy from food poisoning. And the only thing that I ate that day on Thursday that was odd was Thursday night. It was like 8:15. I hadn't had dinner yet, and I just ate a big spoonful of Chick-fil-A sauce. And that was the only thing that was different or weird that I ate that day. So it had to be that.
I think so too.
Which is ironic because I make fun of Chick-fil-A sauce. I say that it's not that good. I get a YE wish that makes me eat a spoonful of Chick-fil-A sauce, and then I get food poisoning. It's like God is saying, how dare you?
That's what you can't speak ill
How
of Chick-fil-A.
dare you speak ill of my Chick-fil-A
all.
sauce?
I
Take
know.
this.
That
He got the only bottle of Chick-fil-A sauce that was
bad.
That was
yeah,
bad.
That was
Yeah,
bad.
maybe it was Caitlin and Alicia's fault.
Ooh, they poisoned you.
It might have been.
I
don't know.
did send in a wish saying I hope Javin's not here on Friday.
And your wish came true. It worked. I was not there.
They did anything they could to make that happen.
Oh,
I mean, my
man.
favorite part was, one of my favorite parts was probably just like the ridiculousness of like half the stuff that we did, from
Yeah.
like dressing up in stupid costumes and going out on stage and acting like fools.
Just
That-
fools.
that
When
was
Lyle
my
was
favorite.
being carried by an alien.
Yeah, that was
That was
that costume is
with the
That's pretty awesome.
with the what's it called?
beret?
The
with
the
like
French
a, with like a
beret.
Yeah.
newspaper boy
Yeah,
hat.
it was so. It was. But you showed me this. You saw it live. And
Yeah.
it showed me in the video when he like interviews this one student, and then just walks away, and this kid in the audience just gives him this look.
We'll put a clip. We'll put a
was-
clip of
can
this
we-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
we'll put a clip of this as well. This was one of my favorite moments. I saw this happen. I was
Right
backstage,
here.
and there's a TV back there that you can see. And it was a kid. I forget who it was. It was like Jaden or something. You're like, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Jaden." And you go, "Okay, well, my name is Lyle. Thank you."
And then he just
but-
walked away.
Well, and then you walked away, but then there was a kid
no, Lyle
sitting.
did.
Yeah,
Lyle.
sorry. Lyle
Lyle.
walked away.
I don't know what he's
And then there was a kid. I'm sorry. There's a kid sitting right behind there that just. We'll put the video because his face
Gave
was
you this look.
hilarious.
For you audio people, he's scrunching his
Oh,
entire
it was
face
so,
right
it
now.
was so funny because you could tell he hadn't experienced Lyle,
No.
and that was his first experience, and his reaction was, "What was that?"
It was like he looked like a constipated wiener dog.
Yeah, okay, that was their.
Have you ever seen a constipated wiener dog before?
Yeah. Dude, there's so many YouTube videos about them.
Hmm.
I'm just kidding.
Interesting.
I was gonna say.
I was like,
You had me going for a second.
I was like,
It's my favorite thing on YouTube.
Are they prone to this? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
was
it was
random.
it was really cool though, seeing everyone to worship genuinely. It was
It's a good transition. Sorry. I just need to stop.
it's okay.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, so genuine worship and people singing and the response on Wednesday to the gospel was amazing too.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just so many really, really powerful
The
moments.
first night, 147
yeah,
students went
it
up.
was incredible.
Mhm.
Altar call.
Even just seeing like the faces of people, and there's those moments you can tell this is for real.
Yeah.
Like the people who genuinely mean it and are really there because they understand the grace of God and they need salvation, and you can see in their face the tears coming down their eyes.
Yeah, it's like,
just
when do middle schoolers and high schoolers cry?
Yeah, no, honestly, there's very few moments.
Besides when they get their phone taken away.
Or
of
their
course.
TikTok star gets in trouble or something like that.
Yeah.
Their TikTok what?
Star gets in trouble, like the person, or they didn't get. Never mind. All right, I'm the old guy. There you go.
TikTok star.
But I think you said it a couple times. Genuine looks like, and I think that would be my word for this year. It was genuine. Like it was just so like literally nothing about it. Even though it's a big production, we're doing videos and lights. Like it didn't feel like we had to produce anything. Like all of you guys came just so genuine, so ready. It was cool. Like literally, exceedingly abundantly more than I hoped, dreamed, or imagined
Yeah.
that it would be. So it was incredible.
Yeah, and we were having lunch. What was it, Wednesday? We were all together.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this. You said what you said about being genuine, and then kind of, I just want to bring up what you said, Javin, talking about like our reliance on the Lord. Like the past, I don't know, past few months, like the enemy has just been attacking like
Yeah.
our team like crazy, trying
Honestly.
to get. I don't know what it was for, to try and make YE, try and mess up YE or what, but he's really been trying to attack us, and in those moments when like I was sick and then you got sick, and then just so many other things that happened, in those moments it's like we had to fully rely on the Lord, even during youth encounter, like when on what was it, Thursday, when our speaker said I can't be there because my family is positive for COVID. It was
Yeah.
like, all right, now what do
Next
we do?
man up.
Yeah, it was almost not surprising. As crazy as that sounds, it was like as it happened, I was thinking to myself, it was just, of course. Like this is just another thing that is going to happen in the midst of this, where a speaker is going to not be able to show up. And I mean, Doug killed it though.
He did.
Oh
He
my
did. Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
even with you throwing up, like Javin was teaching that weekend, and he woke up in the morning, and I mean, I didn't hear your voice in the morning because I wasn't with you, but you're like you couldn't.
It was crazy. I was throwing up all Friday. Saturday morning, I woke up and I felt better. I was like, yes, thank you. I finally feel better. And then Melissa walks in the room. Hey, how are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I was like, oh, no. Of course, the one thing that I need, I feel better physically. And now the one thing I actually need for the weekend is my voice, and I don't have it.
Yeah, but the cool part is you hit puberty then. So that was
it was good. Yeah.
In the span of 6 hours.
It's about time.
You went through all of it.
I want to encourage everyone listening, too, or if you're watching this, however if you're either watching or listening, if you were at YE or even if you just had like significant moments with the Lord in the course of your journey of following Jesus. We all kind of have these in our lives where it's like a pillar moment where we look back and it means so much to us because of how God spoke and he redirected our path in that moment, or it was maybe the moment we understood the gospel for the first time. We get saved and it's like we'll never forget that experience. But the enemy wants nothing else for you than to make you forget what just happened. And even if it wasn't you got saved at Youth Encounter, but God showed you something new and you experienced a new revelation of him, like hold on to that. Don't let that just get stolen away from you and you forget about it and you go into school, especially as school's about to start up. Like it's going to be easy to just forget and go throughout life as normal and everything is fine. And that was probably just something that happened and I don't have to worry too much about it. It's like, no, Jesus met with you. Don't allow yourself to be tricked and think that it wasn't a significant thing because it was.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Write it down. Not just on your phone, not just like on your heart, but like literally write it down with a pen, with paper. Put that moment on your bathroom mirror. See it let that be something that just gets ingrained in you.
Yeah.
And I find writing something down versus typing it versus speaking, like there's something that happens that just sticks with you.
Yeah, it does.
Write that down.
Yeah, there's little dendrites that are in your brain that help you remember things. And when you write something down, the dendrites stick together. They strengthen. So there's actually scientific proof for when you write something down, you're more likely to remember it.
Isn't that a Fortnite?
Dendrites?
item?
Dendrites.
Yeah.
I promise, I'm not making that up.
Dendrites.
Dendrites.
I like it.
Look it up.
That's how I
After you
finished
look up
college.
the definition of fond.
There was this class in college. My final exam was right before I
Dendrites 101.
graduated. I needed an 85 to pass the class to get my degree. Like I bombed the first exam. So I literally went back and rewrote all of my notes. Like all of them from the class. Got an 87.
There
passed
you
the
go.
class
Wow.
because of my dendrites.
Look at those dendrites coming through in the clutch.
Oh, it looks like there's some dendrites in your hair.
Yeah.
You should. Oh, that's dandruff.
Head
You
and
should say
shoulders
that to
for those
somebody.
dendrites.
Yeah.
I would say too, just as an encouragement for those of you who went to Youth Encounter, don't let what the Lord did at Youth Encounter stay at Youth Encounter. Let it be something that carries over into your devotional life. Let it carry over into, especially being at school with your friends. Like, share with people about what the Lord is doing in your life.
Yeah.
There's a mission field out there right now, and I know it's something we talked about a lot, even at Youth Encounter.
Yeah.
But like, what a time, especially having that fresh in your mind of like what the Lord is doing. Like, use that.
Yeah.
Use that,
Yeah, we talked about being genuine. Like, keep that authenticity as you go into the school year with your friends that you talk to, the way you read scripture, the way that you pray, like making every effort to come to church consistently. Like, those things are important. That obviously Jesus doesn't love you more or less if you do those things or not.
Yeah.
Your value before God is not based on that. It's based on what Christ has done. But those things are going to help you grow and take steps. And if you don't pursue that, if you don't make any effort to grow, you're not going to. And so use this momentum, this experience that you had, to be kind of like a spark plug in your faith as you go into this new year, and just continue walking with Jesus.
Yeah, and we're working on posting these sessions on our YouTube. So if you need to go back and remember that moment, look back to that thing, those will be on there. So please go back, watch them, watch that teaching, watch that moment of worship, like literally relive it. I think that's one of the coolest things that we can do these days is like, I have these moments in my mind that weren't on video or audio or anything.
We wish they were.
And it's like, like you guys can literally go back and relive the moment. So go check those out.
Not Warsh. Yeah. Warsh grew up in an age where probably everything was recorded.
Yeah, everything.
You have everything on iPhones now. You can just go
good.
back onto iCloud and find all your childhood videos. We have to like plug in a camcorder and try to find a VHS.
It's on a VHS.
Somehow.
I remember phones with like sliding keyboards though.
Oh my
I had
goodness.
that one.
So that's all the time we have for that.
That's how old I am. I remember when there were sliding keyboards.
Those were the best. Though. You can still get attachable ones for your iPhone.
Do you remember sidekicks? You
Oh,
remember the
yeah, where, like,
Sidekick?
flipped
Yeah,
and-
that like
yeah.
flipped over to the side. I remember my neighbor had one, and I was so jealous.
Yes, I remember.
yeah.
that.
Because
And
Dwayne
Robin.
Wade like promoted those. Like he was like the what's it called, the spokesperson. He
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
the
yeah.
spokesperson for sidekicks. And I remember he like would have the commercial with the sidekick, and I was so mad. I was like, I want to be like D Wade.
What's your favorite phone you had?
I had a Motorola Razr.
Yeah, I had the
Yeah,
Razor too.
I
That
had a
was
Razr.
like
My dad had one of those.
I think I had a black one, and it was like, oh, this thing is so
it's
cool.
just sleek. and
Yeah.
it was a beautiful phone.
At the time, it
was-
was like the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Question: if we could go back to the flip phone era, would you do it, or would you stay with the iPhone era?
No.
Well, so what would be the purpose? Like just to do it?
I don't know.
It's just for technology to
Just a
take a
question.
step back. We forget how to
You know,
make all these
there's
things.
there's good and bad things about the technology.
It'd be
of
nice that
today.
everyone's
Yeah.
not in their phone all the time. That would be one nice thing to go back to.
That is true.
Is
Yeah.
like
And I'm
unless
as
you had the
guilty.
Nokia
Yeah.
playing Snake. That
And I'm as
was-
guilty of that as anyone too. It's like it would be nice for me even not to like feel the
Oh yeah.
urge to look at my phone or like check the scores of something. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah,
I don't know.
Emails.
That's the
texting.
hardest thing is all the
So
convenience now.
convenient.
Yeah.
It's like documents that you can just change something on in a second. You don't have to take out your computer, and like even the apps for like ordering food or rewards
You don't have
points
to
at certain
listen to
places. I honestly,
every time you want to connect to the internet. on
I'm
your
gonna even be
computer.
honest. Like I don't remember the last time I've used like my card to pay for something, like an actual card. I use
gosh.
Apple Pay for everything. So even that
That's
is
crazy.
just
That's
so
crazy.
convenient.
Oh,
Yeah, because
yeah.
everywhere has it now. I don't remember the last place I've gone to that
Gosh.
doesn't have it. So it's just so easy. You just hit a button on your phone. Ding, ding,
Yeah, or
and
on
pay
your
for stuff.
watch, double
Yeah, you
tap.
can even
Yeah.
do it on like gas pumps. You go up and you just like
Oh yeah, you don't have
put
to
up
touch
your phone
anything.
Yeah.
to the.
I don't even touch the nozzle.
There's just like a lady that comes out and does it for you, or
Yeah, Megan.
oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Your wife.
Oh, she doesn't
That's
watch
so
it.
messed up. When she watches this, she's gonna be so mad.
Guys, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I
Sean just
pump-
sits in the passenger
I
seat.
pump-
Woman, gasoline.
That's not true. I hand her my phone to pay.
And you hand her the phone.
Yeah, I pay.
Like I already did Face ID on Apple Pay for you. Here you go.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. And I know what you're thinking. Warsh, last time you said there's going to be a special guest on the podcast. Where are they? Listen, okay, there were some complications.
They got COVID.
No.
No, they didn't.
Thank the
But-
Lord. But they will be on our next episode. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
I promise. And that's a Warsh promise. And a Warsh promise sometimes can be broken, but most of the time it's
Yeah.
not. So
And I'm not saying who the special guest is going to be, but it might rhyme with Prim Marmashian.
Really?
It could.
It could.
I mean,
huh?
technically, it could.
Yeah, I don't think so. Though.
Yeah, it could rhyme with Monier Pest.
Monier Pest.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah,
Interesting. That would be quite the guest on the podcast.
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
It doesn't sound like Scott Rochford to me. inside joke. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Peace.